All right, Martinsville in Xfinity. I am going to keep everything the same, except I'm going to throw my brake bias up to like 70. Very squirrely, this car. Not a ton of grip here. So we'll see if we need to lower it, but usually I start out by keeping it high. Yeah, broke pretty good in a straight line there, but I was also pretty low in speed. Pretty comfy. A lot smoother in this car than in the truck and Throttle. Well, almost a lockup, but it was fine. Let's go a little bit harder this lap. I don't know if I'm going to get a better lap than that, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that's over the edge. I'll give one more attempt on it, but that last lap was pretty, felt like there wasn't a lot more for me to get. Yeah, pretty even there. Yeah, the run I got off of 4 on that lap was really good. Okay. And especially for a second lap where your tires aren't exactly up to temperature yet, that's probably what we want to reference at. So, when I'm on these like mostly up to temperature tires, I can brake really hard in this Xfinity car. The hotter the track though, the less hard you'll be able to brake. So I'm braking. I peaked at like 80, but I think that caused a mini lockup, so I backed it down to like 70. And then I tried to brake like right around this this tire mark on the wall here, maybe a little bit before it. And then you'll hear this on every short track, especially the flat ones. If I'm on hard brake, I need to be straight wheel. And then I can only turn in as I'm lowering the brake. Look at how my brake and my wheel are exactly correlated here. Look at that. I'll do it in slow motion one more time. Very important. Right as I start braking, straight wheel, straight wheel. And then right as I start turning into the corner, lowering the brake exactly the same time. And that keeps you from locking up and that keeps you from spinning out. And then look, I'm turning the wheel even more, I'll lower the brake even more. So it's a 1-to-1 correlation. Until I'm at like my full like 10% trail brake, then I can just turn however I want. Okay. So I'm just using the wheel to keep my car on the curb, and then I feel my car kind of start to turn back down into the curb, and that's when I throttle up. And again, watch my wheel as it correlates to the throttle. Sorry, let me back up a bit. Watch my wheel as it correlates to the throttle. Full steering, throttle a little bit, still full steering, throttle up, throttle up, throttle up, throttle up, throttle up, throttle up, steering coming back. Now, this you can correlate 1-to-1 if you want, or you can just listen to your force feedback tell you if you're losing grip. As long as you're maintaining the grip, you can keep your wheel turned, but you got to keep a light hand and letting the wheel kind of direct you, not the other way around. Same exact thing for 3 and 4 here. Braking zone. I don't know. I don't use braking zones around like this NASCAR symbol, I guess, the third NASCAR symbol. Hear that little lockup. When I have a little lockup like this, I went way off the brake because I locked up and kept my wheel completely straight. So I did the same brake that I did into turn 1. Lockup. Heard the lockup, immediately back it down to like 50%. Then it caught again, and I was able to do the same thing. A little choppier, not quite as smooth as that first one. In a race, you'd want to avoid this. In qualifying, it's whatever. You're trying to maximize time. Same idea in 3 and 4, though. Let the car point back down and then throttle off, and then take what the wheel can give you. In terms of long run, you're not going to get any, but if you do for some reason, you're going to want to make sure that your tires are kept cool relatively, not hot, and you do that by not locking up, not braking. So using a slightly less amount of brake slightly earlier is probably going to be your best bet. And throttle, you want to just wait on it a little bit. A little bit of a slide there that we're trying to avoid, so that's telling me I need to be braking earlier, maybe a little bit harder, maybe a little bit longer too. Just making all these changes, not really trying to get back on the throttle super aggressive, because you can slide your tires at that, and even if it gains time, you're going to lose time later on because you have less grip in the tires. But you can see you don't really hear the tires at all. But you're not going to be caring about that because you're going to be in the middle of a big mess. So really, what we want to do is work on our racecraft side of things. And the way that I do that is by making sure that nobody has a chance to hit me offset. Really almost driving it out of my mirror in a way, unless I'm on the attack. But if I'm not on the attack, driving in a way to where if someone's going to hit me, they're going to have to square me up. Because I can handle being squared up, I just can't handle being hit in the corner. So instead of taking super wide entry like this into the corner, which is maybe a little bit faster, I don't think it is actually, but in the truck it was faster. Now I'm going to be taking a more direct line into the corner so that if someone gets to my bumper, they're more likely to hit me square head on. But that's kind of usually my ideas. I don't know. It's just going to be survival. Just keeping your car straight is the biggest part of it. But all right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see you all on the track.